It's January 2017, and this is the Library Roadshow. On the show today, scrapbooks, brain health, and Baton Rouge's birthday. All that and more coming up next on the Library Roadshow. Welcome to the January edition of the Library Roadshow. I'm Mary Stein, and this is a production of your East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Can you believe that Baton Rouge is 200 years old? We've got the birthday cake to prove it when we counted down and dropped that giant red stick during the Red Stick Revelry on New Year's Eve. We announced the dawn of an entire bicentennial year devoted to all things Baton Rouge. The actual date of incorporation will be proclaimed on Tuesday, January 17th, and we're encouraging everyone to wear red on that day. The library's Baton Rouge lecture series will basically become the bicentennial lecture series during 2017, and we'll kick that off on Wednesday, January 25th, with a presentation from Petra Hendry on the rich history of Old South Baton Rouge. Don't miss learning about this fascinating segment of our community. The Bicentennial Committee has already populated the www.batonrouge200.com website with interactive timelines, maps, and other takeaways. And we invite your input all year long. An ever-changing list of bicentennial events and exhibits is also posted. And if you have an event that might relate to the history of Baton Rouge in some way, let us know and we'll add it to the list. And my definition of how it relates is pretty loose. Whether you're painting red sticks or celebrating the history of your faith community or just using red swizzle sticks in your cocktails, we can make the case for it. So much is going on, it's really hard to believe that we've actually said goodbye to the old year and welcomed in the new. But sometimes, in order to start anew, we have to come to terms with the past. Towards that end, the main library at Goodwood will host weekly listening posts for those who want and even need to share their thoughts. Each Wednesday afternoon, we invite those seeking a midday respite from the chaos of everyday life to join a trained moderator for an hour of conversation and repose. This is part of the January Thaw, sponsored by the Interfaith Federation of Greater Baton Rouge, with the aim of melting away interfaith misunderstanding and cultivating peace. We'll also serve as a site for LSU's Disaster Resilience and Recovery Project. The goal of this important study is to understand how disaster stress affects people's health and daily life. The research team is seeking volunteers of all ages who were directly exposed to the Great Flood of 2016. They're also interested in a special subset of that group, the people who had moved to our area after experiencing loss during Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. It's very easy to participate, and the results will help others in years to come. To get involved, simply email lsufloodstudy@gmail.com.
Free access to books, audio, and library resources are just a few of the benefits available to you when you get a library card. Need free access to a computer? You get that. Want free access to premium digital resources like Mango Languages and lynda.com? You get that. Need to book a meeting space? You get that. Heck, you can even check out a telescope or use a digital printer with your library card. If you live in East Baton Rouge Parish, pick up your free library card from your local branch library today. Premium access to everything the library system has to offer is waiting for you.
We've all heard about the increase in documented cases of Alzheimer's and dementia as our baby boomers start to age out of the workplace and into retirement. And there are some important studies taking place to identify the causes and come up with treatments. So people are more or less aware of the importance of brain health. But did you know that brain decline actually begins in your 30s? Yikes! Well, the library has a new resource designed to help us all retool our brains. Adam St. Pierre joins us now to explain in the Digital Download.
Do you enjoy playing games? Do you want to think faster, have a better memory, and be able to get things done quicker? Then you need to try out the library's newest online resource, Brain HQ. Brain HQ has over 27 games that challenge your attention, brain speed, memory, people skills, intelligence, and navigation skills. So it's a bit like Lumosity, but it comes with that free price tag that your library provides for you. Once you've signed up with your card and created an account, you'll get a personalized training regimen that you can work through to train your brain. But you can just play the different games as much as you want. To check out Brain HQ, head over to the digital library page at ebrpl.com.
Thanks, Adam. So just as you make all those New Year's resolutions to exercise your body, here's a simple way to start exercising your mind. And not only is it free, but these exercises can be done anytime, anywhere, no sweat. Let's shift gears and check in with Kayla Perkins, reporting in from Beyond the Stacks.
Computers are so much a part of our lives that we sometimes forget the learning curve so many have to cross in order to use all of this modern technology. We host several computer training classes here at the library to help with just that.
Happy New Year! If you resolve to work on your finances, well, there's an app for that, and your library can help. We're at the Eden Park branch for the Phone Apps for Finances class. Let's check it out.
So we offer all our computer classes in a we mark off a couple computers in the teen section. A patron will come in, we'll kind of do a reference interview, ask them why they're interested in the class, what brought them here today, to try and kind of make the class special to what they need. So every class isn't going to be exactly the same. We're going to really try to make it what they need at that moment.
That's Jenna, and she's a reference librarian at Eden Park. She was the instructor for the Phone Apps for Finances class that's designed to help patrons better manage their personal finances. Jenna, what are the benefits of a class like this?
So really this is part of our computer classes we do every month at Eden, and we're kind of just trying to focus on different apps or skills, tech skills that can help people with either jobs, but in this case with personal finances.
While programs like this are available at all library locations, each branch has its own uniqueness.
We get an opportunity here at Eden Park that might be kind of unique to other branches. We have smaller classes, so we get to work one-on-one a lot of the times. And what I hear a lot after those classes is just an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Thank you for spending this time. And we get to hear a lot of personal kind of stories, people going through hard times, but then feeling kind of really grateful to have somebody taking the time to help them out with something in their life.
That's what classes like these, and indeed all the library has to offer, is all about. And even better, they're all free.
We really try to focus a lot with resumes, job searching, things like that. So those are kind of our specialties, but we also are offering kind of a sell your things online classes. So we try to maybe pick one a month, one computer class a month that will kind of focus on a kind of more untraditional computer class.
Ready to learn something new in 2017? Sign up for a free class. Finding the date and time for the next session is easy.
Specifically for Eden Park, if you want to know, you can always call us, but it will always be in the source. So if you check the source every month, you'll see the new classes for the computer ones. And the source also has all the other library computer classes too.
Speaking of finances, maybe you're looking to change careers for a larger income. Get access to job boards, resume help, and more with the Career Center at the Main Library at Goodwood. Online resources to help you freshen up your skills like lynda.com and Gale courses are available free in the digital library. Visit www.evrpl.com to see what's in store for you.
Find out when the next free computer training class is coming to your neighborhood. Pick up a copy of the Source newsletter from your local library branch for all of our upcoming events.
Thanks, Kayla. Let's add this to that New Year's resolution list, too. Take one of our free classes at the library, or if your schedule won't allow that, take a self-paced computer class from Gale Courses or lynda.com or Learning Express. Just visit the digital library and log in with your library card. And did I mention free? Stay right there. After the break, John Kaufman of the Manship Theater joins me for a chat right here on the Library Roadshow.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Ballerina. Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Do you think he's on his way? He doesn't even know that we're here. Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
Laura.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no signal.
Try!
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's
try.
down.
This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
You're watching the January edition of the Library Roadshow. Everything you need to know about your local library system. Now, John, you're the director of marketing and programming for the fabulous Manship Theater, which is located in the Shaw Center for the Arts, right here in Baton Rouge. I've seen an immense range of programming coming out of the theater over the last few years. Thanks for keeping it very interesting.
Keeps it interesting on us.
I know. So what's coming up this spring?
Well, this spring we have, oh gosh, so much stuff. We actually have Agatha Christie, a production from Aquila Theater, who are coming out of New York, and this is the 25th anniversary of this particular theater company. And we've had them the last 5 or 6 years, I believe, and they bring different shows each time, and this year just happens to be Agatha Christie's Murder on the Nile.
Well, of course, the library loves Agatha Christie. We love her in print, large print, audio book, downloadable books. We love the movies, and we love all the wonderful characters. So let's talk about the show that they're bringing, which is Death on the Nile.
Right. It's their adaptation of it. So, and the thing with this theater company is they are very, very visual. So they will do a different take on it. They have wonderful sets. They'll do a little bit of, mix in a little comedy, mix in a little...
There's a lot of comedy in Agatha Christie.
They bring everything with it. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a fantastic show.
So is it set as a period piece?
Sort of. It's a little modern take on it.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, this is brand new for them. So I actually haven't even seen them perform it yet, but we just trust the company and know they're going to bring something
Well, you've
good.
been working with them for several
Absolutely,
years, so it's
absolutely.
kind of a mashup,
Yes,
maybe.
yes, exactly.
Well, I know I've seen Agatha Christie, I guess, Mousetrap, and you can see that every day and find something new in it. And Agatha Christie was such a prolific writer, and that's one of the reasons the library is especially interested in this production. But she wrote more than books.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so I'm eager to see how they adapted her words, because sometimes in her books there's more dialogue, which makes it so simple, but sometimes it's a little bit harder.
Yes, and they'll pull it off very, very well.
Right. And of course, we've seen some wonderful renditions of Monsieur Poirot over the years, so we all have our own idea of what he looks like. So I'm very excited to see what they do with Hercule Poirot, who is not from France. Do you have to be a mystery fan to love this show?
I don't think so. You can be a mystery fan, an Agatha Christie fan, a theater fan, a fan of Manship Theater, anything you want, because this has got to be a little something for everybody.
And of course, this murder does take place on the Nile River, not Paris, Georgia, not Egypt in Texas. It's really in Egypt, and so we will be transported when we come to the theater. When is the show?
February 19th at 2 p.m. It's a matinee. So we found that Sunday matinees do really well. We get families out and post-church.
Sure,
so
you go to church, then you go to a little, it's like dinner and a movie, but in fact, live theater is so much more fun, because you never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely, especially with this group.
I love that. So the tie-in to the library is Agatha, Agatha, Agatha. We love murder mysteries at the library. In fact, we have a mystery book club that kills people at lunch once a month. So
Well, maybe we need to bring some more in.
I know. I need to make sure that the entire members of that
would be great.
that mystery reading group know about this. And I must tell you that mysteries are always the hottest movers in any adult collection, whether it's the Overdrive downloads, the one-click digital audiobooks, the print, the large print. Mysteries sell at the
That makes sense.
library.
You kind of get lost in them.
I know. So how do people find out about the tickets and the times and everything?
Well, you can go to our website, which is manshiptheater.org, or you
That's
can
simple.
call the box office at 225-344-0334.
And y'all make it easy because you're
Yes.
right here.
Right here.
Yeah, there's no New York office or
No,
anything
we're
like
right
that.
here. You can walk right up to us, and there you go.
Okay, so Manship Theater.
.org.
And theater is spelled
R-E.
R-E. Very
We're fancy.
British. Okay, we're fancy. All right, thank you so much,
Thank
John,
you.
because I
Thanks
know
for
you got a
having me.
lot to do
lot,
to
a
get
lot.
ready for them. After the break, we'll be talking with Emily Cogburn, plus book reviews from some of our youngest patrons.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Do you wonder how your family landed here? Do you really know your family roots? Discover more about your family history at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library Genealogy Department. East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Become a member and discover more.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Welcome back to the January edition of the Library Roadshow. Emily Beck Cogburn is a freelance journalist and local author. Emily recently featured her work at the Louisiana Book Festival in Baton Rouge. Her titles include Louisiana Saves the Library and Ava's Place. Emily joins me now on the phone. Emily, how did you get your start?
Well, I moved to Baton Rouge with my husband when he got a job at LSU, and I kind of was bored. I didn't know what to do with myself, and so I said, I want to write a book. And he said, well, why don't you start writing? And so I just started writing short stories and trying to get them published, which was pretty unsuccessful. I got a couple things published, but mostly I didn't manage to go very far with the short stories. So I started writing novels, I'd say around 2005. I started writing short stories around 1999 or 2000. I started writing novels around 2005, just sort of sitting in my little room by myself with my computer. I didn't have any formal training or didn't know anything about writing fiction. I just started and kept going.
Tell me about your latest book.
Well, my second book is called Ava's Place, and it's going to be released in January or beginning of February 2017. And that is about a reporter who works at a small newspaper, and she meets a cafe owner, and maybe they might fall in love.
What inspired this book?
It was inspired by me working at newspapers, and I really enjoyed being part of the newspaper industry, which is sort of dying. And I wanted to write about that a little bit. I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I had seen working in the industry sort of in an outsider way, which was as a stringer. So I got paid by the story, and I never really sat in the office and worked as a reporter all day long. But I got to write stories for newspapers, and I've written for a couple of magazines. And so I wanted to write about that experience in a fictional way.
How can people learn more about you?
I have a website, emilycogburn.com, which I'm not particularly good about putting a lot of information on, but it is there. But I'm more active on Facebook, so they can like my author page, Emily Beck Cogburn. on Facebook, and can get updates about when books are coming out, if I'm doing any event. Thanks for listening.
Pick up your copy of Emily's latest book, Ava's Place, for free from your local branch library. Let's check in now with some local kids to find out what they're reading at the library.
My name is Matt. I'm 8-years-old, and my favorite book is Boxcar Children. It's about some kids, and this one is the first one, and they're orphans, and then they think their grandfather is mean, so they run away and try to hide from him in a boxcar. But then he's really nice, and then they go to live with him, and they then they go places and solve mysteries. What should we do? Where should we go? Thought Jessie. The wind was blowing more and more clouds across the sky. Lightning was very near. She walked a little way into the woods, looking for a place to go in the rain. My mom brings me to the library, mostly when there are programs, like when people come and put on shows. Like they try to teach one of his friends to play baseball, and he kept hitting the coach on the head with the bat.
Thanks, Matt. The Boxcar Children really is a great series for young readers. Stay right there. You're watching the Library Roadshow.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
My name is Melissa Easton, and I'm head of the Special Collections Department of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library, located on the 2nd floor of the main library at Goodwood, where Baton Rouge history comes alive. Many people know that Baton Rouge was first visited by Europeans when d'Iberville's expedition reached the Baton Rouge Bluff in 1699 and named the area for a large red cypress tree he found there. But did you know Baton Rouge didn't become an incorporated town until 118 years later? On January 17, 1817, Governor Jacques Villeray approved a legislative act to regulate the police and government of the town of Baton Rouge. The act established city boundaries, made provisions for the establishment of a board of selectmen, a tax assessor's office, and a town constable. Beginning in January of 2017, the City of Baton Rouge will launch a year-long celebration of its bicentennial. The official kickoff of the celebration will happen at Red Stick Revelry, New Year's Eve in downtown Baton Rouge, with the dropping of the Red Stick in Town Square. All throughout the year, local organizations and businesses, including the library, will be celebrating Baton Rouge's birthday with a wide variety of events. To find out more about Baton Rouge's bicentennial celebration, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Baton Rouge 200 or by visiting our website, batonrouge200.com. You can learn about Baton Rouge history every day at the Baton Rouge Room Archive, located inside the Special Collections Department in the main library at Goodwood, where Baton Rouge history comes alive.
You're watching the January edition of the Library Roadshow, a production of your East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. The Special Collections staff is about to be especially busy since they'll be adding to the Bicentennial archives all year long. I'm thinking that there'll be some new Red Stick scrapbooks heading their way. It's all available at the main library on Goodwood, and it's all free with your East Baton Rouge Parish Library card.
Happy New Year! To get your pages turning this month, I have 2 great titles that are sure to get you in gear for 2017. The first book is Nerve by John Ryan. In modern-day United States, an underground online game called Nerve has the country enthralled. High schoolers across the country sign up every month to film themselves performing risky dares. These dares are assigned to them live from the viewers that are paying to watch. If selected for the live rounds of that month, players compete dares of increasing difficulty to win. They win expensive prizes that are then purchased with their viewers' watching fees. Some money from the watchers also goes to hiring live videographers to follow the players as the dares get progressively faster, riskier, and illegal. Hundreds of players resign from or fail to complete the dares throughout this game until there are only 12 people left. V, a quiet junior in high school, decides to join Nerve when she suspects her outgoing best friend and her crush are dating. Her entry, a coffee shop disaster, gains her a following, and she partners with Ian, an attractive junior from a different school with his own online following. The two perform riskier and more lucrative dares, gaining fame among the game's watchers until the stakes grow too high. This book was adapted into film in 2016. The film stars Emma Roberts, Dave Franco, and Juliette Lewis. I also read Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, Stories from a South African Childhood. This biography was hilarious. Noah, a biracial child born during apartheid in South Africa, was living proof of his parents' indiscretion. Kept inside for most of his life, as the government could strike and take him at any time, Born a Crime is the tale of a boy and his mother. Him, a rebellious, mischievous kid, and his mother, a proud Xhosa woman whom is fervently religious. Not only does it give a glimpse into life during apartheid, it also shows the enduring spirit of the people that were forced to endure it. And that's how the page turns.
Well, I'm deep into reading Mark Twain's Life on the Mississippi, and I can just hear Hal Holbrook's voice in my ear as I savor each short section. This is our selected title for the Spring One Book, One Community series, and ironically enough, we had picked this title out months before the Great Flood. Copies are available all over town. Every library branch has copies of the book in print and audiobook versions, plus we have downloadable versions in Overdrive, One-Click Digital, and BiblioBoard. And we also stock the shelves with companion DVDs and biographies. So put Mark Twain on your New Year's resolution list and start reading. And now for today's contest. Visit the library's Facebook page at facebook.com/EBRPL and share your library resolution. That's facebook.com/EBRPL. And while you're there, enjoy. We are not your grandfather's library anymore. What's coming up on the Library Roadshow next month? Well, it's One Book, One Community, and Mark Twain is flying into Baton Rouge on Saturday, February 11th to help us kick it off in style.
Tune in next month and I'll be spreading the library love at a library program near you.
Coming next month, I'll share another digital resource with you.
Thanks so much for joining us on the Library Roadshow. And remember, your East Baton Rouge Parish Library is open 7 days a week at each and every one of 14 branches, plus 24/7 on the web. Check us out at ebrpl.com.
And that's how I roll.